So a 69 kV three-phase transpose line is composed of one ACSR 336,400 circular mil 36 by 7 linet conductor per phase with a horizontal configuration of D12 5 feet, D23 5 feet, and D31 10 feet. The conductors have a diameter of 0.721 inch and the resistance is 0.306 ohm per mile, and the GMR is 0.0244 feet. What is the reactance for 12 miles line? So this is conductor 1, conductor 2, then conductor 3. So this is 5 feet, 5 feet. Then the outer conductors, course straight line, horizontal configuration, that will be 5 plus 5 or 10 feet. Okay, so what is the reactance? So it is asking for XL. So XL for 3 phase is equivalent to XL per phase. We have 2 pi times the frequency times the inductance per phase. So wherein the inductance per phase is equivalent to 0.2 times ln of the GMD equivalent all over the GMR equivalent. This is in millihenry per kilometer. Okay, so the GMD for horizontal is equivalent to cube root of 5 times 5 times 10, or equivalent to 5 times cube root of 2 feet. The GMR is already here. Okay, so then multiplied by the distance. That will be 2 pi times the frequency. We will assume 60 hertz as the frequency. Then let's see if there is a correct answer. So multiplied by L, that is 0.2. So milli there, so that is 1 times 10 to the negative 3. So the unit will become ohm per kilometer. Times ln of GMD equivalent is 5 times cube root of 2, then divided by 0.0244. The resulting unit of this is ohm per kilometer. So multiplied by 12 miles, then times 1.609 kilometers in 1 mile. So kilometers will be cancelled. So the reactance for the 12 miles line of that 3-phase transmission line is equivalent to 2 times shift pi times 0.2 times 60 times 0.2 exponent negative 3, then times ln of 5 cube root of 2, then divided by 0.0244, then conversion times the total length 12 miles times 1.609. That is equivalent to 8.805 ohms. 8.085 ohms, or approximately equivalent to 8 ohms. So the answer for number 1 is letter D. This is the formula. Number 2. A 6,000 volts line supplying 3 loads A, B, and C. If the loads are located for 6 and 10 km respectively away from the supply, having a resistance of 0.05 ohm per kilometer, and the currents IA 50 amperes, IB 75 amperes, and IC that is 100 amperes. What is the voltage delivered in load A? So we have here the 600 volt line. So we'll have a radial distribution. Straight line lang siya. So at 4 kilometers from the source, that is, we have a drawn current of IA that is equivalent to 50 amperes. Then at 6 kilometers, which is of course 2 kilometers from A, this is IB, equivalent to 75 amperes. So this is 2 kilometers. Then we have 4 kilometers. Then at C, that is 10 kilometers from the source. Here. So we have IC is equivalent to 100 amperes. Then ito yung B, ito yung C. So what is the voltage delivered in load A? So yan yung yung current dito. Siguro ito na yung pinakalas na load dyan. So 100 dito. Saka ito ay 4 kilometers. Yung B to C. Then yung current dito. So meron tayong current divider dito. That will be 100 plus 75. Yung current dito, yung value na yan, 175. So, 175 plus 50. Equivalent to 225 amperes. Pag nag-loop tayo dito, yung VA is equivalent to 6,000 minus yung drop dito. Okay? Yung drop ay current times the resistance. So the current at the source to A is 225 multiplied by the total resistance 0.05 ohm per kilometer multiplied by 4 kilometers. Solving, we have 6,000 minus 225 times 0.05 times 4 is equivalent to 5955. The letter C. So next, number 3. A transmission line with an impedance of 4 plus J 7.5 ohms is supplying a load of 1,000 kilowatts at 80% lagging. So what is the sending end power factor for a receiving end voltage equal to 13.2 kilovolts? We have here the transmission line with a resistance and reactance, then supplying a load, and sending end. What is the sending end power factor for a receiving end voltage of 13.2 kV? Okay. So, dito yung per phase analysis tayo. So phase A o per phase analysis. So mayroong ang resultant ko niyan, ito yung reference. Ito yung VR per phase. Dito yung current dun sa load. So ito yung arc cosine ng 0.8. So tapos ang kalalabasan nandito yung Vs per phase. So yung Is per phase is equivalent to Ir per phase. Kasi series line. So we have 4 plus J 7.5. So then mayroon din tayong current dito. So ang voltage dito is VR per phase. This will be our reference. 13.2 kV or 13,200 then divided by square root of 3. So this will be angle 0. So the current is equivalent to 1 million. So divided by square root of 3. So we'll be using the receiving end voltage 13,200. Then since this is watts, so the power should be divided by the power factor to convert the power into volt ampere. Then the angle will be negative arc cosine 0.8. Okay, so if you are going to have a loop here, so Vs per phase is equivalent to VR per phase. Then plus IR per phase times J per phase. So VR per phase, substitute. So we have 13,200 divided by square root of 3. Then plus the line current. 1 exponent 6 divided by square root of 3. From 3-phase current formula times the line-to-line voltage 13,200 volts times the power factor. The angle should be included because we are adding and multiplying complex numbers. So multiplied by J per phase, 4 plus 7.5 J. That is keep 2, 3. That will be 8,044.416. Angle 1.402. So this angle is 1.402. Okay. So this is Is per phase. So therefore, the power factor at descending end is equivalent to cosine of the resulting angle for arc cosine 0.8. Then 1.402 degrees will be added here. 1.402 degrees. So you take the cosine, maybe slightly less than the original power factor or the power factor at the descending end. So if it is not 78.5, it will be 63.5. Let's compute. Cosine of the arc cosine of 0.8, then plus the computed angle of the descending end voltage. So that is times 100%. 78.508. that will be letter C. Number 4. The ABCD constants of a 60 Hz three-phase long transmission lines are as follows. A and D, 0.877 at 1.57 degrees. B is 191.62 at 79.10 degrees. And C is 0.0012 at angle 90.4 degrees. So this supplies 100 megawatts load at 230 kV with 90% power factor. What is the sending end voltage? Using the ABCD constants, we have Vs per phase is equivalent to A times Vr per phase, and then plus B times IR per phase. The other constants. So we are required to find the sending end voltage. A is given, B is given. So Vr per phase is 230. So A is 0.877, angle 1.57 degrees. Then times Vr per phase is 230 times 10 to the 3 divided by square root of 3. Then plus, this is our reference, so that will be angle 0. Plus B is 191.62, angle 79.1 degrees. IR is the current supplied to this load. That will be times 100 times 10 to the 6 divided by square root of 3 times, use this voltage, 230 kilovolts. The load is expressed in watts, so it should be divided by the power factor, 0.9. Then angle negative arc cosine 0.9. Okay. So that is Bs per phase. Then you take the magnitude, and afterwards Vs line to line. That is square root of 3 times Bs per phase. Solving for cheap absolute, 0.877, angle 1.57. Multiplied by 230 exponent 3, that is the line-to-line voltage at the receiving end, divided by square root of 3 to find the per phase value. Plus B, that is 191.62, the angle is 79.1, times the three-phase current, 100 mega, so exponent 6, divided by square root of 3 times 230 exponent 3 times 0.9. The angle is negative shift cosine 0.9 equals 155.357. So 155.357 kilovolts. So multiplied by square root of 3, multiply this value by square root of 3. So 269.087. So letter C yung sagot ng number 4. Yung other variables na or constants, ginagamit naman yon sa pag-solve ng IS per phase. That is C times VR per phase, then plus D times IR per phase. So they are all in vector quantities. Okay, number 5. A 3-phase 3-wire short transmission line has a resistance of 3 ohms and a reactance of 8 ohms per wire at the receiving end. A 3-phase load draws a line current of 60 amperes at 13,500 volts line to line. 0.9 power factor lagging. Determine the voltage at the sending end. So, sabi nila marami daw ganito dun nung last na board exam. Vs per phase. So that will be VR per phase plus the current multiplied by the impedance of the line. So that will be the magnitude of VR per phase, 13,500 volts. So this is a 3-phase transmission line. The per phase voltage will be the line-to-line value divided by square root of 3 plus the voltage current voltage drop at the impedance, that will be the current drawn by the load, 60 angle negative, arc cosine of 0.9, then times J per phase. The resistance is 3, that is the real part, plus J 8 ohms, the reactance. Then you get the magnitude. Let's evaluate first and then let's check if the unknown is line to line or per phase. 13,500 divided by square root of 3. This is always the reference, so angle 0. So plus 60 angle negative, shift cosine 0.9, then times 3 plus 8J. So 8173.18,173. Ito yung value niya. 105808 volts. So the values given are 14 and 1000 and 15,000. So let's compute for the line-to-line voltage. That will be square root of 3 of Vs per phase. So just multiply our answer a while ago by square root of 3. That will be 14,156. Based on our choices, that will be letter B, A. Sorry. 14,156. Number 6. A generator rated 600 kVA, 2,400, 60 Hz, 3-phase, 6-pole, and Y connected, has 10% synchronous reactance. If a 3-phase fault occurs, what will be the short circuit current? Short circuit current for 3-phase is equivalent to 1 over X multiplied by I base. That is 1 over 10% or 0.1 multiplied by the base current is the 3-phase current. That will be 600 kVA. 600 times 10 to the 3, then divided by square root of 3 times the line-to-line voltage, 2,400. So the 3-phase short circuit will be 1 divided by 0.1 times 600. This is per unit, X per unit, positive sequence. Exponent 3 divided by square root of 3 and divided by 2,400 also. So that will be 1443. Approximately equivalent to 1443 amperes. 1443 amperes. So letter B.